Alright, welcome back everyone. I've just done a real quick run through with this town Montwise and did all my path action. So I just want to highlight a few a few feature NPC you might want to keep an eye out when you're exploring here. First off, this gentleman here, I was able to steal an Iron Mail and a Cassius from him, which is a great upgrade for as far as equipment wise for your characters. So that's one thing. And for anyone curious, you can actually knock him out and go inside, and his wife is in there, and I don't think she has anything of note to steal, but she was standing in front of a chest that that you cannot get to unless I think you knock her out. Unfortunately, she is, spoiler alert, she used to be a former champion of the arena that we were just fighting in, and I think that's where she met her husband too. But regardless, the point being is she's super powerful. Not yet within my reach to knock her out. And apparently she's 26 years old, so that's quite young for a gladiator. But regardless, that's not the point. Then there's this gentleman here. I believe you can steal a Rod of Wisdom and an Enlightening Bracelet. All really good for your characters. I think I should have the Enlightening Bracelet on Tourney. She's definitely an evasion freak, so I'll give her that bracelet, and then maybe I'll give the sprightly ring on to what's her name, Agnia, in a little bit here. Okay, so that's there. Then this gentleman here, I was able to inquire some information out of him and got a discount at the inn, and I think later on at night I actually managed to mug him and got some stuff as well. I got all three of these. And I think it was either the antique coin or the complex tome that's really difficult to steal, unless you mug him at night with Oswald. There's that. Then there's this other, like, pretty strong guard, and if you actually read his bio, he is pretty much the guardian of this city. He doesn't look it, but he is. And obviously you can tell he's pretty darn strong. But the point being is that you can steal a champion sword and a crusted great shield from him as well. All pretty decent upgrade for Tourney and or Hikari. And he has this crest shield which does decent damage reduction on your physical and elemental, but your evasion gets dropped. So I equipped it on Teminos just because his evasion was pretty bad to begin with. Pretty much don't equip this on your evasion tank, aka Tourney. That's my only advice there. Then you can see there are several quests here that I haven't picked up yet, and some glowing hidden items that I'm not going to touch on yet. But I'm going to go inside the arena here. There is another person here. It's nighttime in here for some reason. Not this guy. I think it was a different dude. This guy. If you scrutinize him or inquire, you get challenged with ease, which is a Hikari path action. I don't know what it actually means. It just says make the civilians here more agreeable to your challenge or something like that. I don't know if that makes them weaker, so that's easier to beat them or not. And you can actually enter the arena if you talk to this NPC here, but there's really nothing in there. So we'll move on. So, next we're going to delve into the library in here. And, I guess there's something I haven't stolen from this person. Yeah, I can't do that. Apparently the person, the librarian in the morning and at night are two different people. But, there's one gentleman down here, I think. Yes, this guy. If you scrutinize him, you get masterful mugging, which I presume means it's easier to beat people when you mug them, or easier to mug people as Oswald. Okay, so having finished with that guy, you want to head upstairs here and exit this building out this way. And you'll find yourself back outside on like I don't know what you call it, the wall, the castle wall. And this gentleman is the one you're interested in. If you scrutinize him or inquire from him, you get hired for cheap, which pretty much Particio, you can hire people for cheaper. So that is that. And since we're already up here, You know what, I'm gonna collect the treasure later, but then it's time for nighttime, and I'll compose another quick run through of that, and I'll see you guys in that next clip. Alright, we're back, and this time it's nighttime in Montwise, so let's start with this librarian that's different from the one in the morning. If you mug her, I presume it's a her, you can get some pointed hat, and I wish I could show it to you, but here are the stats for it, and you can get a lightning amulet as well. That's a good upgrade for your character. Okay, then proceeding forward, there is several people here we can, first of all, there's this merchant here that you can mug for the history book and the magic nut, both of which are really low percentage chance of stealing by Tourney in the morning. So you prefer, it's way easier to mug this guy. That's one. Then there is this cleric that I don't think I could beat. He is pretty tough. Or, no, I think I couldn't beat him just because his weaknesses doesn't align with anything my character has, so I ended up bribing him and getting new equipment for sale in the store. Okay. Then there's this gentleman here that I was able to mug to take his Rod of Wisdom and or his Enlightening Bracelet, both of which are pretty good upgrade for your character. Okay, so that's that. That's 1, 2, 3. I think there's a fourth one in here. This gladiator. Obviously you can tell how powerful this person is, right? So I'm not going to say much more. I could choose to bribe him for 1,000. I don't know what we'll get. Obviously cannot coerce. I did manage to entreat them for the headgear and the empowering ring, but not the battle hatchet. So you know what? I'll bribe him and see what happens. Do? Really nothing more. It's a waste of 1,000 gold. Interesting. And who's this? Oh, already exhausted our options there. I think I mentioned the scholar. Yeah, I did mention the scholar. I guess there's nothing here besides this guard. I think that should cover this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, that's all 5 NPC I wanted to cover. Out here, anyway. Then, if you rush inside the arena, you'll find these new NPC in the arena, and I was able to... I obviously cannot beat this guy right as I am, but I managed to entreat to get some raspberry and bribe him for more new equipment. It looks like, you know, there could be multiple different equipments. And likewise, I bribed this gentleman here. No, I most likely coerced him with my character to get more new equipment available as well. And that pretty much wraps up the path action rewards. So for now, I'm just gonna go around town and collect all the hidden blue items that I uncovered via information gathering, essentially. Alright, there's another one here. Let's see. Crested Great Shield. So that's the same thing that we could steal from the citizen, and that's the one thing that decreases your evasion rate, but has pretty good defense. Alright, there's another secret item here. Oh, a large wind soulstone. Okay. I guess I'm all prepped up for the next Kate encounter. Here's another secret item. Be careful not to exit the screen. Heavy book. Interesting. Yeah, of course it's just to be sold. Alright. Let's see what other item. Okay, apparently there's a glowing item inside here. I'll have to knock that man out to get it. So, I will bring... Oh, wrong store. Where is the bar? Okay. I'll bring out Tourney and knock him out at night so I can get in there.
Good night.
Apparently for a former gladiator, he still got knocked out pretty easily. And here's his wife that I couldn't show you earlier, but you can see she's clearly blocking the way. And if you try to challenge her, well, can't really ambush her until I'm level 30, and she is tough. So we're stuck. Oh, I can't even grab the... I guess you'll have to knock her out later to grab it. So there's that. There are some quests here that I can start in a little bit. I don't think there's anything in this library. Oh, actually no, there is one hidden item here. Olive of Life, a large one. And I purposely saved this chest to pick up at this moment. Lapis Rod. I think that's an actual downgrade from what I already have. Yeah, my Mage Wand is better than my Lapis Rod. So that's the end of that. Oh, there's another side quest here. Okay, so she's here in the morning too. I might have just missed her. Okay. So, let's grab this. Bluster Bloom. Actually, I'm curious what it does. Deals wind-based damage. Okay. Feather Mantle. That's a new item. So it increases speed. That's probably going to be something Agni... Actually, no. Agnia already has something better than Feather Mantle. Not really sure who should equip this now. I guess I'll have to save it for later. But now we can start on some side quests and see what's available. Alright, let's see what she does. The Montwise Library is home to the largest collection of tomes in Celestia. Naturally, we have books from both continents, as well as collections of inscriptions from the archipelago. That said, there are books that have not yet found their way to our stacks. Namely, From the Far Reaches of Hell, Dispatches from the Beastling Island, and The Curious Legend of the Great Wall. Okay, I definitely played the original game, so I do remember the name of the book, From the Far Reaches of Hell. That's literally related to the final super boss of the game, where you literally summon, like, pretty much a demon god. What was his name again? Galtera. So that's a book you really... that brings back some very nasty memory. I don't think you should be handling it if it's one of a kind and kind of a book of the devil kind of situation. The other two I haven't heard of, so we'll have to wait and see. I hope against hope that we may one day count all three of these most unusual tomes amongst our collection. I really don't think she wants From the Far Reaches of Hell. That's a very bad idea. Oh, have you found one of the tomes? How absolutely wonderful. Which one did I find? But to be perfectly frank, I wish to make all three unusual tomes available to the public. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think the bad idea police is calling. I would be most delighted if you could collect and donate them to us as a set. I can tell you more about any of the three highly unusual tomes I mentioned if you so wish. Okay, let's see Dispatches from the Beastling Island. This tome contains the account of the first known non-native to make landfall on the island of Totohaha. I should like to read what he thought of his first encounter with the Beastlings. At the time it was published, many doubted its authenticity, going so far as to call it a work of fiction. All but a few copies of it were destroyed as a result. I understand that reading this book will inspire you to want to meet a Beastling face to face. Is there anything else you'd like to learn more about? So she doesn't even give you an idea about where it might be? Okay, The Curious Legend of the Great Wall. South of Stormhail in the Winterlands. Well, we were just south of Stormhail. There is a book that tells of a great wall on the southern Stormhail snows. A king who ruled over the Stormhail territories at the time ordered it built. But details on who specifically built it and how are not as widely reported. I think that information may lie within the tome's pages. Alas, nearly all copies of it were burned in the war that ravaged Stormhail. Is there anything else you'd like to learn more about? From the Far Reaches of Hell? Unfortunately, I have precious little to impart about this tome. Obviously, it's demonic. Okay. For one, it's written in a language we cannot decipher. Probably for a good reason. Some among us speculate that it's a language not spoken elsewhere, or spoken anywhere in Celestia. I forgot what the first Octopath continent was. I want this tome most of all, if only to find out where it came from among myriad other mysteries. Yeah. from the far reaches of hell has circulated amongst scholars and researchers for some time now. Wait, so there's more than one copy? Each time someone comes close to deciphering it, they immediately destroy their work and sell the book. Come on, lady! There is literally 20,000 red flags that tells you not to touch that darn book. It may well be in the possession of some well-meaning scholar as we speak. You must be joking, right? Is there anything else you'd like to learn more about? Nope. Well-meaning scholar. That's a lot. There's so many scholars, so many apothecaries in this world. Procuring peculiar tomes. Yeah, this is something we'll have to go back to, but I don't think anyone should have any of those said books. And now I'm curious, is there a way to check my inventory for all the quest-related items? Okay, so I got dispatches from Beastling Island. Obviously, I don't have, what was it, from the far reaches of hell. I'm presuming I'll have to beat some sort of super boss to get that book. Or maybe it's in, what was his name, Harvey's possession? The one that kind of screwed up Oswald's life. And then finally, what was the other one? The wall. That's near Stormhail. I don't think I've been to Stormhail yet, so let's put a question mark on that. Alrighty. Now let's start this quest. Do you by any chance have interest in the mysterious octopus-esque creature known as octopuffs? I've always thought them to be a new subspecies of octopus, but they may well be entirely different. I should like to settle the matter once and for all, but my research is stalled due to a lack of funds. Surely someone out there would be willing to finance my research. So begins the tale of Will research for money? What is the tale called again? Crescents. Will research for money. I think I met some guy earlier in the morning that's willing to donate to academic research. So I might have to bring that guy to this dude and see what happens. He's in the same city, so I'll do it in a minute. Actually, I don't even need a minute. I'm pretty sure it's this dude. Is anyone able to lure him? Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Come on now.
Alright. And if you look at his thing, it says, oh darn it. But I'm pretty sure this is the right dude. Yes, it looks like the right dude. Do you by any chance have interest? Okay, I'm not going to read through all that again. I don't have a disinterest. If that's so, would you like to fund my research? I would be happy to fund an academic pursuit, but what is the subject of this research? I want to determine whether or not octopus are a subspecies of octopus or something else entirely. I've heard enough. I have no interest in such unprofitable studies. Aww. In short, you'll get not one leaf from me. Farewell. Aww. Clearly, I cannot rely on those whose only interest in money. Only someone with an interest in octopi would willingly fund my work. Perhaps a seaside town would be a good place to find a fellow octopus enthusiast. Well, I only know of Cape Cold, so I guess I can do a little research there. Let's see, what other seaside places? Just Cape Cold so far, but darn, I thought I nailed it. Clearly I was wrong. Well, I guess I'll get back to it and update you guys on that side quest later. I think that's all the quests around this region, unless I'm missing some. Oh, there's one here. Let's see, what's her issue? Ugh, why is he so insistent on entering this tournament? He's a gentle soul without a malicious bone in his body, yet I cannot dissuade him from the idea. He'll be gravely injured, or, gods forbid, killed, if I don't stop him from stepping into the arena. So begins the tale of Tourney champion. No, wait, let's see what the tale's about. Let's read it. Someone has to stop my friend before he's gravely injured in the arena. Oh, this dude? Hehe, you can see all the way to the bottom from here. Is this the dude? Why did I spend so much money? I wanted to go back in time and stop myself. I keep replaying impossible scenario. What the? Who the? What the? I don't think you should prefer to this dude. This dude looks like he wants to commit suicide. Is this the one? Gardener. Okay, he has fallen in love with a maid, and after seeing how she's treated, she's saving up enough money to buy her freedom. I don't know who's the friend she's referring to. That doesn't help. Is there a way to highlight objectives in this game? Wish there is. Guess I'm gonna go into the arena just to find out who her friend is. Yeah. Is this the friend? A young soldier brimming with confidence. He comes from a small remote nation where he's hailed as an undefeated genius in combat. After hearing of the arena while he's on his journey, he has come to test the skill he honed along the way. Maybe that's the dude? Oh, what about this dude? A young man who dreams of opening his own restaurant. He's timid by nature but a skilled chef. In love with his take-charge childhood friend. He plans to propose to her once he opens his restaurant. Okay, it might be this dude, actually. It doesn't look like this dude. He has gained a superhuman ability to predict every match's outcome after learning every last detail he can about the gladiators. I think it's this dude, so I'm gonna try and knock him out before he gets hurt.
If I must.
What? A fight? But fights are scary.
On your guard.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Now it begins.
Okay, not with the sword.
Here I come. For the pride of Ku. You still have much to learn.
No kidding. Okay, looks like it's the right dude. Hey, where are you, little guy? The match is about to begin. What? Did he just faint from nerves? Yep, that's right. And, you know, having a sword thrust at his neck also helped. Well, that's great. The match is about to begin. You look plenty strong. Want to take his place? Oh. Phenomenal. Just leave the rest to me. Did not see that coming. Come on, let's give the audience a show to remember. Well, folks, the stage is set for our next battle. Oh, don't tell me that's the girl who's his friend. First up, our challenger. His blade glimmers against the fierce blue sky. It's Hikari. I wonder if I had provoked this dude with Ochet, whether it would be Ochet here. And on the other side, our reigning champion, the Peerless Predator. Are you kidding me? The unbowed blade, a cut above. It's Uranus. Who the heck is Uranus? So, you're my opponent. This ought to be entertaining. I'm Uranus, reigning champion of this arena. Here's to a fair... What? How did that little wimp manage to get all the way to fight the champion?
I'll accept only victory.
I don't like the dreadful music. Oh wow. No way. No way. That's enough. We have a victor. Show us your appreciation for such a thrilling fight. That wasn't a fight. That was just straight up a massacre. I didn't even get a turn. And once again, our champion conquers all. Let's hear it for another astounding victory. You're quite powerful. I began steeling myself from the sting of defeat as we fought. Yeah. I don't know. Is that defeat supposed to be predestined? Like you couldn't win because the game didn't even tell you what level the challenge is supposed to be. Phew! That contest was truly decided by a hair's breadth. You're quite the formidable opponent. Uh-huh. Knew it. Not surprised at all. Ha! Surprised, are you? That makes two of us. Knew it. I'm not even surprised. Not surprised at all. I didn't think you'd actually enter in his stead. I also do not want him to find out I am a gladiator. Oh dear. I don't know how he managed to win all the way to the champion, or maybe she arranged this specifically. Jesus. It would only worry him if he knew. What's her level? I'm really curious. What's more, I cannot hold back in a competition. Had I been the one to injure him, I couldn't live with myself. So thank you, truly, and please keep my secret if you would. Not surprised. At least I got some money out of it. Based on that reward, it doesn't look like you're supposed to be that strong when you take on this quest. But maybe the reward is different if I won. So ends the tale of Tourney Champion. I wonder if there was another way, like alluring him and then bringing him to her. This must be that dude. Whew. I wonder where she is. I'm willing to bet you can recruit her, or, you know, guide her, so to speak. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up this little town side quest until I can find an octopus, what do you call it, enthusiast. So for now, I am going to save, and then maybe I'll go off screen to Cape Cold and see if I can find an octopus enthusiast. Meanwhile, I'll be scrounging around trying to get better learned skill for Hikari and capture some monster for Chet before we begin the next portion of our journey.